It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The hype is over, and here we go. Super Bowl LXV number 65 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And taken right on the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Tackled at the 27-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 21. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
21-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nichols. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of... And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
To throw on third down, Brady. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken right around the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
At the Buccaneers.
2nd and 9 now. The first catch of the game, George Kittle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Another carry for
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and an incomplete pass.
Thrown away.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down. Leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at the 23. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, keep it up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
For number 10. Incomplete. It leads to
so after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's make these babies.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. You don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
It's just me and you.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 49.
They're going to look to throw. Spins by. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by...
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
My game. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Brady's
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
We got 4.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
I'm coming, baby.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
3rd down and
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
touchdown, Las Vegas.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bucs.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, Raiders.
So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to put it through. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And the Raiders have got him.
Brady sacked. A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down.
And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.